Oh my goodness, I fucked it up. What's up, everyone? Welcome to SWOLA287. Oh my god, I have so much to talk about now in the beginning of the SWOLA. You have no idea. Oh shit. I'm so cool that the camera missed out on Ola Englund the Swede rocking out. That's the thing with these moving cameras. You can't be too headbangy and, you know, can't move too much. Like, see? This one's actually pretty good. But what about this? Can you see my ass? Why am I so particularly excited about this SWOLA? Well, it's because of what's hanging on me right now. Not the Solar guitar that's so beautiful, no. But the actual strap that it's hanging on. My phone got stuck. We finally have Solar Guitars straps available from solarguitars.com. You might have seen these on me actually here and there. I've been using them on and off. I haven't wanted to show too much of them because, you know, obviously, you know, waiting for them to be launched. But they're now available. This is the Solar Guitar strap. It's padded. It's fucking perfect. It's fucking great. Look at that. You have the Solar logo on there. You don't get the free hair, by the way. That's on me. It says Solar up here. Here's I put on a thing. This is for my wireless unit right there. And these come in two different sizes, large and small, okay? It's for the small little miners out there and then the bigger little giants out there. But we also have S by Solar strap as well, which is way more bare bones, and you might recognize this from some other type of brands. But very straightforward. S by Solar right there. These are the ones I use the most, to be honest, here at the studio. But these are the ones I'm going to be using live, and they're available from solarguitars.com. But that's not all. There's a campaign going on the Solar Guitars website right now that if you buy a Solar guitar, you get to pick a free strap. This one or this one. And if you buy an S by Solar guitar, you get a free S by Solar strap. And then there's some news for you Americans out there. I'm very happy to announce that the headless Solar, the travel guitar, is now available again for purchase for US customers, as well as the S by Solar brand completely. So hell yeah, a lot of really good news for the Americans out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm getting exhausted. So much to talk about. Holy shit. We have a stacked SWOLA for today, but we're starting with the news. Anthrax are back after 10 years since the last Anthrax album. They have now released their first single called It's For The Kids. And it's a thrash fest, I would say. You got it all? Thrash, catchy chorus, catchy breakdown. And the guys look, dude, they look like they have a lot of energy. I'm not saying that they're old, but at least they're older than me. They feel and look a lot more energized than I am right now. I think a lot of people have been waiting for a new Anthrax, especially since Charlie has been filling in on drums for Pantera. Anthrax will unleash their long-awaited 12th full-length studio album, Cursum Perficio, on September 18. It marks the band's first recording in 10 years since 2016's For All Kings. Also, Anthrax is playing in Stockholm in June, and I'm home at the time. Hopefully, I get to do a meetup with Scotty or at least Charlie, you know, say hi, hello, what's up? Metallica set new concert record during Greece show alongside Knocked Loose and Gojira with more than 90,000 fans in attendance. Oh my god, the Greeks, they were starving for some Nux Eterna. Did I say Nux Eterna? Over 90,000 of you packed in, and trust us, we could feel it. We couldn't think of a better way to kick off this leg of the M72 tour. Holy shit, M72 tour. Is it still ongoing? When did they release the album? They started the tour April 23. That's over 3 years ago. Holy shit, that's a long tour. Well, good on Metallica and good on the Greekish fans right there. Malakas! All over the place. First Mastodon album without Brent Hinds is finished, according to Brandailer. It was a confusing time. It was a hard record to make. Dude, I I can't believe it. Not even 6 months after the split with Mastodon, on August 20, Hinds passed away in a motorcycle accident that police determined he was at fault in. It was a tumultuous period between Hinds' separation and Mastodon in March, and his death in August was as jabs were made by both Hinds and Daler post-separation. However, this record will feature no material from the deceased guitarist because it was something that was made around Hinds' absence from the studio and later after his departure. Instead, Nick Johnston, Mastodon touring guitar player, is due to be a part of this record. It's all new stuff. Toward the end, unfortunately, it was hard to get him to come down to the practice space. He was interested in doing other stuff, which was fine. It was a confusing time. I was the one going, come on man, come down, let's riff. He was a free spirit. He wanted to ride his motorcycle around and go do this and that. He was wherever the wind took him. Unfortunately, it was not down to the practice space to work on riffs. It was a little bit frustrating. I can believe that it was frustrating, and now, you know, as they're finishing up on an album, it has to feel weird, man. I mean, they tried to make something with Brent, you know, make it work with Brent, but now, you know, they don't have a chance anymore. Very, very sad, but very good for Mastodon fans, obviously, that they're finished with a new album. I cannot wait to hear it. Nick Johnston is on it. You know, he's my bro. A lot of people tag me in this, but you'll see the return of some of our most iconic products from the past. The Metal Amp brand, Randall amplifiers, beloved by Dimebag, Kirk Hammett, Scott Ian, is on the cusp of making a comeback. So Randall Amplifiers made this statement. To the Randall family, thank you for your continued support, loyalty, and patience over the past few years as we reignite our product development and production efforts. In the coming weeks, you'll begin to see many of our recent models becoming available again, followed by the return of some of the most iconic Randall products in the past, all delivering the signature high-gain Randall tone you know and love. As we shape the next generation of Randall gear, your feedback and support continues to motivate and inspire us. Stay tuned, this is only the beginning. Which sparked a lot of speculation from the audience out there and the Facebook people that, hopefully they'll re-release a Randall Century that Dimebag used back in the day. Or, you know, maybe even the Satan will be back. From when I left Randall back in, when was this, 2015, the brand Randall and US Music that it was owned by got purchased by KMC, which is a distribution company. Since then, basically all product development got on hold. Mike Fortin wasn't working for Randall anymore. Basically, I don't think anyone was working for Randall at that point. And it was just like they were still selling products to distributors, but nothing new was happening. And obviously, since I left, you know, they couldn't make the Satan anymore because that was my signature amplifier with them. So I can speculate a little bit in regards of this statement, because when I went at NAMM, I mean, if you saw my NAMM video, NAMM coverage video, I did walk by the Randall booth and I saw that they had some of their amplifiers up there, the amplifiers that were part of the Satan generation of Randall, which was like, you know, the Thrasher, they had the Diablo, and I saw the, was it the RG pedal and shit like that. And my speculation is that they're probably going to re-release those again. That's going to be the start of it right there. If they have a new product development, that's great. Hopefully we'll see some new shit soon. But I think first and foremost, they're probably just going to make the Randall Diablo and the Thrashers and the RG100. I think it's called or is it RD? I don't remember what it was called. But I think they will make those ones available first, and then hopefully we can see something new. Obviously, there's not going to be a Satan with Randall because I'm not with Randall anymore. At the time, it was the best-selling Randall amplifier, man. It was outselling the Kirk Hammett and the Scott Ian and the other amplifiers that they had at the time. So, you know, I'm extremely proud about that. A lot of people wanted to have a Satan, but that's a thing of the past. You know, and I kind of like that they're kind of cult amplifiers right now. And people asking for the old-ass RG100 ES or the Century amplifiers that Dimebag used, I don't think they realized that, you know, the amplifiers that were released at the same time as the Satan, like this one, the RG100 3H, the red channel on this amplifier is the fucking exact version of the RG100. It's the exact same amplifier and components. I think a lot of people miss that. So if you really want to get that Dimebag tone, you could get that. You just have to have the, you know, the boosts and whatnot that Dimebag used. We'll probably hear some news very, very soon, but I'm excited for sure. All right, I want to report on this, but Periphery released a new album this past Friday. It's one album that I'm gonna check out for sure, A Pale White Dot. I think a lot of people have been waiting for Periphery to come back and release something, and from the few songs that I've heard so far, it's looking out to be a banger, and I wouldn't expect less from the guys because they're fucking insane. So A Pale White Dot, it's out now, you guys. Go check it out. All right, I saw this video popping up on Instagram from Sophie Burrell.
So good.
Great Instagram and YouTube guitar player. Look at this.
Oh wow, that
Okay.
looks so familiar. I wonder where I've seen it before.
Okay, it's Instagram playing girl.
I thought that was
Oh.
familiar. Oh look, they've done a Hold the Line cover. I wonder what that one's like.
Obviously, Sophie's message here is insanely sarcastic as she's watching, you know, her own videos getting copied and made into a new AI version of herself. Oh, it fucking sucks because, you know, obviously someone's stealing her content, but also making it out to be someone else, you know. Not only does it fucking suck, it's also scary as fuck, man.
This one must be really
I mean, this is right now. She was showcasing, you know, that you couldn't see the bend or whatever light there on the string. But, you know,
so good
fuck it, man. Give it 1 year.
without putting her fingers
We won't be able to
in
make a
stuff. Why
difference.
didn't I think of that?
You know,
Amazing.
or we won't be able to recognize the difference. I hope people pay attention to this. And obviously we have to kind of lift it up so people are aware that this is happening. And also, if you can, fucking report bullshit like this.
This one must be really
Okay,
good.
thank you.
Almost 14.
If we're enough people reporting it, maybe, you know, it'll disappear, hopefully. Anyways, that was the news. Thank you.
Who's up there? You won't escape that way.
Festival season is upon us. Summer is finally coming, you guys. And what does that mean for a touring musician? Well, doing festival shows usually means that you have to make your rig smaller because you're flying all over the place. You're trying to save money on luggage by only bringing a guitar case and then maybe like carry on with all your stuff. And just trying to make shit smaller, flying in and out, making it easier and cheaper for the band. So at the end of the day, we can make a little bit more money maybe. And you guys know already that this is something I do all the time. Trying to make my rig smaller and, you know, the search for the perfect, satisfactory rig. Because that's what it's all about for me. Making it small and making it very satisfying. I guess it's some kind of, I wouldn't call it OCD, but it's just very satisfying when you have your shit together and it's small as hell. So what I've been doing today and this morning is that I basically, you know, pull up the stuff that I need for my tour. Usually I have the guitar case that's out there, obviously, but then I need to bring my sound. And for festivals, you know, there's usually a backline amplifier at the festival, so I don't need to think about bringing an amplifier or a power amplifier or anything like that. I can easily connect my shit to a backline amplifier and, you know, get the cabinets roaring from behind me. That's something that's different from going on tour where you have to bring your stuff with you. At festivals, there's, you know, backline. And what's nice about that is that then you can fly in with stuff like this. And, you know, yeah, you don't have to bring the amplifier. It's great. So as of right now, the pedal board that I have is very, very small, as you can see. And I have my wireless unit. It's very important on big stages, obviously. And then I have the Quad Cortex Mini, which is also very small. And, you know, I could fit my Quad Cortex, the big one, on here. And it would fit on the board if I just make it, you know, a little tighter. But I feel like I really like the distance between these buttons right here. On the Quad Cortex, it's a little tighter, you know, and sometimes I misclick and shit because the buttons are too tight. It's just like on this little meaty thing right here, where the buttons, you know, with my shoe, it's very easy to kind of misstep a little bit. I really like that the buttons are far away from each other here. Now the only problem is that if I try to click this, I might click the top button as well. I haven't really toured with the Quad Cortex Mini. You know, the Quad Cortex has been my main touring rig for the past couple of years. I want to try this out and bring it out and test it for real. What are the problems that I will have? But since I'm not only doing that, I'm also vlogging, okay? And you might have seen me bring this Zoom recorder. This Zoom recorder right here. I've been bringing this to my tours and my shows and recording. You have an XY stereo microphone right there that I put usually by the front of house. But since we're going for festivals, I mean, putting this in front of house, it will put a lot of stress on our front of house guy, where, you know, changeover at festivals usually has to go very fast. He does not have the time to set this up, put in, you know, the main board into this thing and all of that. It's a lot of hassle. I don't want to put that on him. So my idea, and I tried this idea when I went to Dime Bash, was to actually put the Zoom recorder on my pedal board somewhere in some shape or form, like that. And maybe I can get somewhat of a sound that's just not camera sound, you know, because these recorders are actually very, very good. And the cool thing about a recorder like this is that I can plug in one signal from my Quad Cortex Mini into this thing, and I get, you know, both the stereo signal and my direct guitar. So maybe I can mix my own guitar in that stereo mix a little bit for the vlog in that sense. It might be a little bit more enjoyable. What do I know? But as I'm putting this right here, I feel like, well, you know, it's not really that much space for it, is it? And I don't really need all these controls. So I was actually looking up this thing, which is a smaller Zoom H2 Essential. It's a microphone, you can see right there, but it has a line in as well. So that's a work in progress. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna buy this thing or not. I mean, it's money, and I'm trying to not spend money, okay? The first festival show is on Iceland, actually, on a, I think it's a festival called Satan. Hail Satan. Something else I've decided to ditch for this festival run is the in-ear system. I've been using in-ears for the past, I don't know how many years, 10 years or something like that. And it's incredible. Having in-ears is great. You hear everything. You get complete control over your pitch, which is something, you know, I'm struggling with otherwise. Finding pitch for me has always been very difficult. I always bend to pitch. So I don't have a motorized skill in my fingers where I know exactly how much to push to go to the bend. I always bend to pitch. And in-ears have really been saving me in regards to that, because then I can bend and pitch basically. But then at the last gig with the Honda, there was something wrong with the whole monitoring system, so I couldn't get my in-ears. Or there was something wrong. It was just working in one ear. So I threw out my in-ears and I only used monitors. And dude, I gotta say, playing with monitors, loud and all that, it's just way more fun, man. It's just, oh, it's just the greatest. And truth be told, even if I'm performing way better with using in-ears, I'm having a lot more fun using monitors instead. And I think it's more about having fun. And you know, the audience will see me having more fun. I think it makes for a better show. No? Am I wrong? Okay. So on this festival run, I'm not bringing my in-ears. I'm just bringing molded earplugs like this. These are the ones that I use when I go to concerts and shows. And yeah, just to save my hearing when doing monitors. Very important, obviously. You don't want to blow your brains out, okay? That's what's going through my head right now. I'm also ditching the Expression pedal as well. I can live without having a wah with me, I think. So I'm ditching that as well. Also, obviously, I'm kitted with the new Solar straps that we have. Insanely comfortable. So right now, this tone is going into the KSR power amplifier right there and the KSR cabinet. It's just as an example. I'm not bringing this with me on the festival run, but, you know, just for showcasing the tone, basically. I'm so happy about my tone, man. You have no idea. So if you're wondering what I've been up to lately, it's basically this. This is stuff that I walk around and worry about and think a lot about. Why? It's because it's fun. It's fun as hell. I love shit like this. This is what I live and breathe for. Fucking getting gear to work. And that's my little adventures with Ola for you. Question of the day, where you guys ask me questions in the comment section and I feature them and I try to answer them.
Why don't you make some kind of dime tribute guitar?
All right, this is a question I do get fairly often, and there's actually a follow-up answer to this. Let's read that. Solar has several Dime Slime finish guitars, and they have an X-shape, which is a tribute to the Dime guitar, so they already do that. They can't just make a straight-up Dime guitar without getting sued. And yes, absolutely. I mean, we cannot just make a Dimebag guitar without getting sued. But, you know, getting sued is not the issue here, in my opinion. The issue with me making a Dimebag-shaped guitar, other than the Type X, which obviously is inspired by an original Washburn shape, I would say, but with our own spin on it. I don't think this is a copy. It's our own variant of an X-shaped guitar, and then we can have the finishes that are like that one, for instance, which is obviously like the Southern Cross finish, but that's not an exclusive finish in that sense. Or we can do the trans green lime burst thing as well, but that's as far as I would go. It's a cheap shot to kind of monetize on the Dimebag legacy. I mean, it's not my thing to do, and I think it's cheap. If I would, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to touch that. That's their legacy. I want to create my own legacy, So that's their thing, and I'm a huge fan of Dimebag, and I'm a huge fan of Pantera. I don't want to, I'd love to try out new Dime-related products and all that. That's not a problem at all. I want to try shit, and I really want to help them. But, for my own legacy, I want to do my own thing. Does that make sense? I think it does. Did I answer the question? I have no idea. But that was question of the day for you right there. Thank you. Adventures with Ola. I'm sitting here at home. I'm very soon to be joined by Pixa here. Hey, get me come down. I've been a metal dude since I was 14 years old, and it's only been about metal. Fine, I listen and venture into other genres as well, but metal in my heart, it never gets boring, still love the genre, I can't get enough of it. And since I was 14, I can probably say for certain that my clothing style has kind of stayed the same, I would say, since. It's like a black t-shirt with your favorite band, jeans. That's it, basically. I mean, obviously, since I got a herniated disc and did back surgery and all that, and as I'm also getting older, I'm getting more and more comfortable. I'm wearing sweatpants like this, for instance. But if I'm going to a concert, if I'm going to a show, I gotta have jeans, man. I have leather jackets, all that cool shit that's needed, but something I never had throughout my entire life as a metal guy or a dude is that I never had a patch vest. I never had a denim jacket with patches on it. I don't know why, but I think it's because I always thought that I wasn't cool enough to have a patch vest. All these guys that had the patch vests, they're just way more dedicated about being fans of their bands. Altogether, bigger metal fans than what I am. And I felt very jealous of these patch vests for a long, long time. And a couple of years ago, I decided that, I want to have my own patch vest done, with my favorite bands. So I decided that, running an enterprise, olaenglandshop.com, I decided that we should start selling blank patch vests like this. So this particular one has printed on the back, Chug in red. It is red, I promise. It looks orange in the picture right here, but that's the LUT of this camera right here. But these will come in white as well, and different shape. This is just a print And the plan is that you can buy them like this, but you can put patches all over the back. I mean, people have back patches and it will cover this. But in the meantime, you know, you can have a chug on the backside right there. So I have this vest right here, and over the years I've actually managed to buy myself a bunch of patches. Yes. So look at these. All right, let's see what we have. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, gotta have that. I mean, come on, man. Entombed, Death. Look at that. How cool is that? And obviously, 6 Feet Under, man. I wasn't that bad. Of course I need it. I need to have a patch with 6 Feet Under. I have a Carcass patch from Heartwork right there. I have a kind of a Corpse. What else? Slayer, Show No Mercy. Then I have some more Doom stuff. Got Testament. Got a Bolt Thrower right there. Hell yeah. One more Doom right there. At the gates, it's a given. And then I have a big Bolt Thrower and a big Pantera right there. Hell yeah. Another Death logo. I probably bought them on separate occasions and I just didn't know I had to. Some of these patches have this, you know, where you basically just iron them on the jacket themselves. But most of them you have to sew yourself on to the jacket. I haven't sewn anything since I was a kid. This is gonna be interesting. Pixie is excited as usual, right there, about the patch vest. Look at that. That looks good. Good fitting. Oh yeah, man. Now it's about where to place all the patches on the vest. So I'm gonna lay it out on the table. I'm just gonna throw them out there to begin with and to see what it feels like. Obviously I can do on the back as well, but I'm gonna fill the front to begin with. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, doing right there. So I'm just throwing them out there, okay? Don't judge me yet. I feel like the Pantera one is too big. It's too small for being a full back print, but I was thinking doing something like this. Maybe that could be cool. Have it like on the side like that. No? Then a Bolt Thrower one, maybe here. Going around a little bit. This is not easy. Not easy at all. But I guess you can kind of move them afterwards if you like. So they don't have to, you know, it's not set in stone when you have it like this. So yeah, very exciting. I mean, I'm very excited at least, you know, to at least finally start using my patches that I've collected throughout the years. So if you're interested of making a vest like this yourself, you can buy these vests from englundshop.com. And we also sell a bunch of patches as well on there. And, you know, we have haunted patches as well. But, you know, good start if you just want to start making your own patch vest. I'm going to be so cool with this, man. You have no idea. This is Pixie's favorite spot, by the way. Streak of sun. And she'll lay there for hours. Good stuff. All right, my friends, that was it for Sunday with Ola. 287 for you right there. You made it. You made it all the way through. What a trooper you are, okay? You're a fucking legend. Hell yeah. That Battlevest, by the way, you can get that from both englundshop.com or from thehauntedshop.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and hopefully I'll see you very, very soon in a grocery store, maybe. Have a great Sunday. Goodbye.